Hey guys, I am back from Milan and I thought I would share with you the couple of things that I got at Prada, and I also got a really lovely birthday gift in the mail that I haven't opened. I would like to open that with you guys. So I just got back from Milan, and if you guys did not catch my two previous vlogs, one was while I was in Milan, the other was while I was packing for it, if you're interested. They are the two previous videos on my channel. I alluded to doing a little bit of shopping at Prada. I was there for a Prada event. It was so lovely. I talked about it, I think, enough in that vlog, so I'm not gonna bore you with that too much. So let's go ahead and open up this gift from Loewe. This came in the mail. And my sales associate, Tilly, over at the Loewe store at the Wynn, she texted me and she was like, just want to let you know, you've got a package coming. And I was like, oh, she's so sweet. So let's take a look at the card. And I think as I'm filming this, we're about to see J.W. Anderson's first show for Dior. I'm like so nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm more nervous for his show there than Parenza Schuller's show for Loewe. So curious like where Loewe's going and where Dior's going. And it was just announced that the former creative director at Dior, she's moving over to Fendi. So it's just, you know, the musical chairs of creative directors at these luxury fashion houses. It continues. It continues. But yeah, I'm so curious about the Dior. I mean, the men's show I thought was pretty incredible. So I can't wait to see what he does for women's. Okay, let's see. Oh, I hope you have an amazing time in Milan. She's so sweet. Sad I couldn't give this to you in person. Oh. What is this? Oh my gosh, they're like little bud vases. Look at the glaze on this. Oh my God, it's so cool. It's like kind of matte. It's more like a satin finish. There's like a little bit of a rough texture to it. This is matte up here. Oh, and I love the shape of this. There's the Loewe stamp. And then there's another one. Look at this. This is smoother. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, I love these. Made in Spain. Where am I going to put these, you guys? Maybe over the fireplace? Oh, I love these so much. And I love that Loewe is so interested in, or they always highlight and focus on the craftsmanship behind objects, behind their pieces. They're so incredible. Like all of their collaborations are always like really steeped in the fine arts, or with like houses that have like a really deep history with craftsmanship. And I love like the magazines that they throw. I just had this laying around. This is actually old. This is issue 5. I think this is from a few years ago. But they always have like such great pieces on like exhibits and furniture and other interiors, books. But wait, here is actually great. Just by the pictures alone, you can see how awesome that is. Like basket weaving, you can see that with their whole Paula's Ibiza like summer line that they do, that collection where all the handbags are like hand woven or whatever. It's so cool. And that actually reminds me, I do need to get in touch with Chile, because most recently, and I think these are in the stores now, they did a collaboration with, I guess, Joseph Alber's estate. And this is one of my favorite books ever, Interaction of Color. This was the book that I had to get. What was the name of the class that I took? I think Color Theory, I think was the name of it. Anyway, it talks about how a color has many faces, you know, kind of depending on where it's positioned next to what color or whatever, and how colors interact with one another. Anyway, love Loewe for that, and love these so much. Thank you so much, Tilly. This is such a sweet gift. My gosh, I can't wait to figure out where exactly to put it. Actually, I'm gonna text her right now and thank her before I forget. Okay, and just one more thing before I get to the two things that I purchased at Prada. We had dinner at Marchesi at the event. Marchesi is the restaurant, bakery, patisserie that is owned by Prada. And so we had dinner there, and then we headed over to the Prada store. So one of the managers there gave this out to everyone, and I was saving it to open when I got home. Look how beautiful this box is. Ah, ooh, chocolates, it looks like. I just have to be careful because there's a lot of pistachios roaming around and I am very allergic. Let's see what it says here. I think there's a hazelnut one. I think there's a pistachio one. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's all I can make out of this Italian here. Pistachio and hazelnut. I'll have my husband do a little like taste test for me first, but I wanted to show that to you guys. All right, now, what did I get at Prada? So I did get a pair of shoes and I did get a handbag. Let me show you the shoes, and I almost convinced Karen Britchick. Do you guys follow her on Instagram? She's one of my favorite Instagrammers. And she was there at the event and I was like fangirling so hard. She walked in and I was like, oh, there she is. And she was actually wearing the Prada shoes that I have. I almost wore them to the event. I'm glad I didn't. The black ones, hold on. These guys, these lace-up loafers. She had these on and I was like, oh my God, she has them too. I was like really fangirling. Anyway, so by the end of the evening, we had been chit-chatting or whatever, and I tried on these shoes that I got. She was like, I'm gonna try them on too. She passed eventually. She did pass, but I did get them. And you guys are gonna laugh because I tried these exact same model shoes on months ago in the pony hair that had like a cow print. And I don't know, I like them. I really, really like them, but I just kept passing on them. And now I know why, because I was holding out for these. Look at these. These shearling Mary Janes. Are these not just, oh my God, they're so cute. So, so cute. I love this shearling. I love anything fuzzy. So I did end up getting a size 38, if I remember correctly. Oh, here we go. 38, yeah. So these are 38. For shoes, I'm usually like a 38 and a half, sometimes 39. But Prada occasionally will run big. Very rarely am I like a 39 in Prada. I'm like usually 38, 38 and a half. Here they are. And I just want to mention, for me, if I put the straps on the longest setting, I can actually slip my feet in without having to unbuckle the straps, just FYI. And I have a pretty high instep, so I was surprised that I could do that, but really happy to know that I can, because it's a pain in the butt to like undo and do the little buckle every time. Super duper comfortable. I love these. Love them so much. They're so cute. And they have my favorite sole. So these are basically like the same sole as these shoes. And I don't know if you guys remember me telling you, but I wore these shoes to death. I wore them like all around New York. I like just didn't care. They're like so comfortable. I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna wear these to the ground. Like the soles just look like they have zero wear. I mean, the Napa leather, of course, got a little scuffed up over there, but like nothing to the sole. So when I tried them on and I saw that it had these soles, I was like, oh yeah, these are gonna last forever. These so cute, so cute. And then the strap here is suede, and then the lining is leather. Aren't they adorable? And of course, they're so comfortable. They're so soft, they're so squishy. The leather is super supple. There are no points where it like wears against your feet in a strange way, just so comfortable. So excited to have those. Those are the shoes that I got. And then I got the bag. If you guys watched my packing for Milan vlog, I talk about what I could possibly get at Prada and like things that I have on my wish list or whatever. And of course they had a bunch of their new fall bags there. And I decided on, and it's wrapped in the tissue paper that you can only get at the flagship store at the Galleria in Milan. So you'll see this on the tissue paper. You'll also see it on the shopping bag if you shop there. So you only get this. Otherwise it just says Prada. That's neat. I don't think I've ever gotten anything with tissue paper there. Okay guys, I love this bag. I got the medium-sized Explore bag in the black leather. And I was debating, when I was looking at them online, when I've been at the store here at City Center, I had been debating whether or not I wanted the burgundy, that really rich burgundy in suede, or this leather in chocolate. And maybe it was what I was wearing. Anyway, I think basically I reasoned that I had been getting a lot of warmer colored bags lately, and all of my Prada bags are like a different color. Like I got that little kind of tobacco colored nylon bag for my cruise, that square one. And then I got that cream colored little flat bag that I usually hold as a clutch. It also has a shoulder strap. For Miu Miu, I got that adventure bag in the chocolate brown. So, you know, I just sat there and I thought, God, you know, what do I have in my collection? What am I always thinking like, oh, I wish I had a, and I'm like, I wish I had a black Prada bag. Now I have a lot of black nylon Prada messenger bags, like from way back in the day, like they're 15, maybe 20 years old. But I don't have any black leather Prada bags. So I thought this would be nice, and this would probably be a little bit more timeless. I mean, chocolate brown, just, you know, I think it's just a matter of taste. It's a matter of what you're looking for to fill your collection, what you have in your wardrobe. I felt like black was the right decision for me. So it does also come, hold on, with like a strap that's kind of like a shorter handle. So let me attach that. It's like a shoulder strap, and then the one that's already attached is more like a crossbody. So it's got this one, and this shorter strap is the leather. So this is Napa leather, so super supple, very soft. And then this strap is like nylon webbing, and this is what I would probably be using more because it allows me to wear this crossbody. Hold on. Here is my Prada bag. Isn't it so good? It's so good. I love it. So the Explore bags, they're kind of, I don't know, named that because they have these side pockets. So they look like, almost like camera bags, like when you go on safari. There's like a lot of outdoorsy, outdoor photography type of camera bags that have this look to them. And you can put like your whole kit in bags like this because it has all these little pockets. Anyway, that's my feeling. That's where I feel like they got the inspiration for these bags. So they have this crossbody model. They also have a model that looks pretty much like this, but it's more like a tote. There's like shoulder handles like this that you can hold or put over your shoulder. There's a backpack version where it looks like the typical Prada backpack without the front pockets. They're moved over to the side. There's this one, and I feel like there's another model. Oh, maybe like more of like a hobo shaped one. And then they all come basically in the two leather colors, black and brown, the two nylon colors, black and brown, not always brown, and then the three suede colors, which is black, brown, and that burgundy. Why do I want to say there's like navy in there too? I may be thinking about the men's bags. Anyway, they also have like men's Explore bags. There's one that's like nylon with leather trim, and it's much bigger. It almost looks like a bucket version of this. It's like deeper. But let me show you the inside of this. So here's the side pockets first, the little side pockets. And then inside we have one pocket here, the front pocket, which, you know, I think I will always, and this will continue to date me, but I think I will always refer to like pockets like these as my Metro card pocket. Don't use those anymore. And then here's the main compartment. And then there is a little pocket here. I think this one comes in medium and large. The large was too large. I felt like maybe if I was still living in the city, I would get a large. You know, you're kind of carrying your whole life with you all day, but I just don't need that. And this one was definitely big enough. And of course, I was tempted by the nylon, but because this leather is so soft, it's so soft and it's so light, there's no reason for me to get the nylon. I mean, other than it is a little bit more durable, but I usually like nylon because it's so much lighter than leather, but because this is a Napa leather, oh, it's so soft and it's so light. So that is the handbag that I got. I'm gonna make this strap a little longer. Let's see. Oh, and then all the hardware is gold, I think, on all of the colorways and all of the different versions, even the nylon ones. Yeah, I think they're all gold hardware. So this is my new baby, the Explore bag. Okay, and last but certainly not least, you guys know, or if you watched my Milan vlog, you'll know that I stopped into Luna's studio. So all of my jewelry is from Luna Scamuzzi. She's the designer behind Lucifer Vir Onesta's jewelry. And It's basically the only jewelry I wear. You guys know how much I love it. And I like to, of course, while I'm there, I like to get something. And I seem to always find myself, not always, this is the second time, but find myself in Milan over my birthday. So I wanted to get myself a little birthday present. And when I walked in, I was immediately drawn to 2 rings. All of Luna's jewelry is one of a kind. So these were 2 rings that were very similar, stacked one on top of the other. And I just went right over and I took them out and I put them on and I was like, I want these 2 rings. And she was like, are you sure? I said, yes, I want to buy myself these 2 rings. And I said, what stone is that? And she's like, those are diamonds. I was like, oh, okay. So I only have one because she's sizing the other one. But this is a 2-carat diamond. And then this is gold with a rhodium plating because I just love that kind of brownish antique tinge that the rhodium plating does. And I thought that would be like a nice relation to the rose gold that I have, but a little bit different. So the other one she's sizing down, and I'm just gonna wear it on top. It's gonna look like two stones there. I mean, of course it caught my eye. It was under one of those really direct like LED lights in Luna's studio. And I literally walked in and I was like, whoa, I was like, what is that? It was just like so super sparkly. My lights are not, are not doing it justice right now. But oh, I just fell in love. And you guys know, I'm not usually attracted to just like diamonds, you know, like I like stones that have a little bit more going on, if you will. But there was just, I don't know, maybe it's the setting, maybe the fact of like the 2 of them together. They kind of look like mushrooms, like the 2 of them. I don't know, I think it's the setting that they're like surrounded basically, that it's not like a solitaire. Like I'm just not the biggest fan of like a diamond solitaire. It's just not my thing. I think I was really attracted to it because of this whole situation. It looks like it's sitting in like roots, like a tree root. Isn't that so cool? So yeah, waiting for the other one. I will definitely show that to you when that comes. But Luna wanted to mention to you guys that she is able to, of course, put any kind of stone in here. It does not have to be diamonds. It doesn't even have to be 2 carats. You can get something maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. But if you want something like this in this family, then it'll have to be around 2 carats. But she said, even if you like maybe like the look of this, she can do like natural zircon or even like a really pale kind of stone. Sorry, she rattled them off to me and I'm not good at that. But maybe like a really pale citrine, really pale like aquamarine. It'll have like the same kind of like look and feel to this ring. Or of course, diamonds by all means, by all means. But maybe if you want something like a little bit more budget friendly, definitely there are some nice alternatives to diamonds. So that's what I got at Luna's. I also got a matching bracelet. This was actually something I asked for her to make a few months ago, and she was just waiting to send it to me when she was going to send me some other things, but it basically matches this chain of mine. It's the medieval link. So I'm happy to have this bracelet. I want to start collecting more bracelets from her and just really kind of like start stacking them up. Start stacking them up mainly because I'm running out of fingers. There's only so many necklaces I can wear. I mean, sure, I could just pile it on, but there's only so many you can wear. So I'm like, let's move on to bracelets. Oh, and I do want to show, so these I did not buy. These I'm borrowing from Luna, but look, I'm gonna take them out because not doing it justice. Look at these pearls. Can you, I don't know if you can see, right along the top, it looks kind of pink. And then the rest of the pearl, it's just, it's like you can't even verbalize the color. It's like kind of champagne. There's a little bit of blue. There's a little bit of blue. There's a little bit of green. If I hold it up in front of something black, does that help? Maybe you can see the contrast of it against the white. But it is some of the most beautiful pearls. Actually, let me hold it up next to my bracelet. You can see it's not quite as gray. It's a little bit lighter. It's a little bit closer to that guy. Oh, but these are stunning. Absolutely stunning. So when she let me borrow these, I was like, thank you. All right, guys, that's it. that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love my new bag so much. You're gonna see me exploring Vegas with my sorry, that was corny. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.